was out, now you witnessing a survivor speak. I done messed around and went viral right from my driver's seat. Just like what the industry was containing. I'd rather make a difference instead of hating, complaining. So let me park the whip, it don't matter, rapper or model chick, singer or comedian, perfect. Let's park in politics. Hey, let's park in politics. Welcome to the pullover, let's park in politics. This the pullover, let's park in politics. I say this the pullover, let's park in politics.
Yo, what's happening? The L.O.M community in the building. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Lockoutmen Podcast show, where we park in politic with all our special guests. And tonight's special guest, well, I forgot to say who I am. I am Lockoutmen. What's going on? Your humble host. And tonight's special guest in the building is Sexymuthatrucka. What's going on there?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, I'm doing all right. Thank you for coming on tonight. I really do appreciate it. We just gonna jump right into it, man. Where you at right now?
I'm currently in Minnesota.
Oh, that's my spot. I fuss with Minnesota. As a matter of fact, I'm on my way back up there. Well, hold on right quick. Let me check the date. 9, 10. Yep, I'm back up there next week because I think y'all lockdown is over with on the 10th.
I'm here visiting. My mother lives here. I'm at my mother's house right now. We hit a deer the other day. I'm like, I ain't moving back.
Oh, you hit a deer? You hit a deer in your truck, or you hit a deer in your car?
In our car.
Oh man, that must have been messy.
Out in the boondocks somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's horrible.
That must have been messy. How did it mess up the car? It had to mess.
It totaled the car.
It totaled the car?
Yeah, it did.
So this was like. I guess it wasn't a small deer. It wasn't
a small. It was huge. It was huge. It was horrible.
Can you know what, man? It's crazy that a deer can literally fuck up a car.
As the way they making cars nowadays, as cheap as they making them, yes, they ain't making them like how they used to.
Wow.
The whole hood was up. It started smoking. The coolant was leaking. It was undrivable. We had got stranded.
So y'all wasn't able to call a tow truck or anything like that?
No, we was stranded for just a short while. It was still the fact that we thought it was gonna catch on fire or something. So we had got out the vehicle and it was freezing. And then a sheriff was able to help us, which he was so amazing. So we called our roadside assistance. It took them like 2 hours, but in that time process, the sheriff, he allowed us to warm up in his car. He took us to the nearest hotel, so we had got a hotel because we was like 2 hours away from the city.
Okay.
So in the middle of nowhere.
Where about you was at?
Right outside of Albert Lee, Minnesota. We just came from South Dakota.
Okay, I'm familiar with Albert Lee. That Love's right over there off of Albert Lee.
Yeah, it was that Love. Yep.
Which is the street from the Pilot, not Pilot, but the Petro.
I think so. Actually, I don't know, but it was right when we came from South Dakota. But it's a Love's. I seen a Love's.
Yeah, like I said, I fuss with Minnesota, man. So tell us a story. Like y'all was just driving, bumping to your music, and what?
The deer decided to commit suicide. It looked like His headlights. let me have the light shine on me. It just jumped on our car. It was just horrible. I don't know what made it do that. It was on the other side of the street and it just decided to jump.
Dart right in front.
There's nothing we could do.
It just decided on you guys, right? Like
exactly.
So it was dark on your way back to the house? It was
2:30 in the morning.
Oh, it was 2:30 in the morning. Okay. So on the way, y'all, you called the tow truck. Sheriff came over to, get you guys. y'all called it in. Do your insurance cover for animal damage? Because I know there's like loopholes in
Yeah,
the.
it does. So my mother has full coverage or whatever, but it's called an act of nature or something like that. So it's not like a crash, it's like the act of nature. So it's fine. It's an unfortunate event because it was just unfortunate for us.
How old was the car?
It's 2019.
Oh, I was about to. Well, still in 2019, y'all might end up with a 2020. What kind of ride was it?
A Dodge Caravan. A
Oh,
Dodge
okay,
Caravan.
okay. We about to get a 2020 right now. So they hooked her up into, they put her in a rental car until they
Yeah,
work.
yep. That's how we got back home. They bought her a car, whatever. But yeah, this just happened 2 days ago. So yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad you guys are all right.
Yeah, thank you. It was
I
horrible.
know you guys was shooken up. Who was driving? Your mom?
Yes.
I,
Yes.
I'm sure she was like, oh my god, oh.
Right. Horrible. It was
I can
horrible. And I
I
had
can.
my babies with me. My 13-year-old, my 8-year-old. So it was
Okay,
horrible for us.
okay, but the sheriff came there, got you guys, took y'all to the.
Yeah.
Took y'all
And I
to
just
the
want to send us a shout out because we was in the middle of nowhere, Albert Lee, Minnesota, 20 miles from town. And we didn't know, this sheriff pulled up on us. We didn't know how he was gonna respond to us. We know we some color folk,
2 o'clock,
and the
2 o'clock,
boom dot, 2 o'clock
two
in the
o'clock in
morning.
the morning. Boom dots, car.
What
2 o'clock.
y'all doing?
Here comes Johnny Law and
Right.
you
He
know
didn't even ask for they usually ask
email.
for your ID and
Yeah,
everything. He didn't do none of that. He was so nice. He didn't his name was Matt. I don't even know his last name, but his name was Matt. Officer Matt. Thank you. But he was I just believe he went above and beyond to stay there with us, to not only transport us to the hotel. He dropped me and my kids off and then took my mother back, waited with her and brought her back. It was just amazing. It was like, wow.
okay. And
He was
there is some good officers after all.
yeah,
Up in Minnesota of all places. I mean, we know what happened early last year in Minneapolis, Minnesota, but there
yeah.
he just proved that there is some good officers.
Right. It's not everyone. And that's just like we shouldn't stereotype a whole group of people,
Right.
Yeah.
So as I said, I will be making my return back up there because back Minnesota did their temporary lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
I just got the notification from the casino app that they will be opening up. They'll be back in operations on the 10th.
Oh, you be going to the casinos?
Oh yeah. I fuck with
I've never been to the casinos.
I fuck with Canterbury.
Yeah, I've never been.
Running Aces, Mystic.
Right. Okay.
Well, I don't mess with Mystic, but running Aces and
Canterbury.
Yeah.
You play poker?
Oh yeah.
Okay. My brother, he plays poker. He's pretty known. He's got known out here.
Yeah, I did let me see, not last year, but let me see. What was last year? 2020, 2019, I hit the high hand at Canterbury.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about it. I just
not the high hand. My bad. Your brother know what I'm talking about. I hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot. It was a straight flush over quads.
How much you win?
I had the straight flush, so I was the winner. And the dude that had the quads, he got the bulk of it. So I got 20 grand and he got 30.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
he I don't know nothing about it. He just be playing his tournaments, playing his whatever. His last one, I think he won like 29,000. He was just in Vegas. They had some tournament in Vegas. It was so many people. It was like a $250,000. It was like a $1,600 buy-in, and then like a $250,000 winning, or I don't know, but I know him and his friends came to Vegas for that tournament. But
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So
yeah,
it look like he's an avid poker player. I gotta
that's
meet.
what he do for a living.
Oh, that's what he do. Okay,
that's how he's paid to survive.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I want to play against this guy. He probably got.
I could name some names, but it's there like I don't know. But he just names because Minnesota's known for some good poker players now.
Oh yeah,
He played with. I want to say Mike. I don't know. He just plays with some top names in that people in that industry.
Phil Ivey.
Phil. Yeah. He know. Yeah, that's one of that. Yeah, that's somebody he hangs out with.
Okay. Shit. I can name some names too.
He got one. He's an Asian guy. I don't know, but he.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. The names escapes me too. So
yeah.
All right. So up in Minnesota, modern day Renaissance woman. Let us know what was life like up in Minnesota. Born and raised up there.
Born and raised. Minnesota is my notification that didn't show up on my screen, did it?
You good.
Oh, okay. Minnesota people are very sleep on Minnesota. They very sleep on it because I guess this George Floyd situation didn't let people kind of know. Yeah. But I grew up in the city. I'm from South Minneapolis. I grew up in the city. We're like a city like any other city. But I will say this: Minnesota, the statistics they say is like 8% blacks. Because people always like, oh, it's black folks out there. But that 8% were predominantly in the city, so it's a lot of us. And a lot of people migrated from Illinois, from Chicago, from the South, from Memphis. We're a melting pot of people, and it's very, very diverse. But I don't know. It's very diverse. And I'm used to diversity. But Minnesota we grew up with the snowball fights and sledding and ice skating. Just the winter activities.
Yeah,
that's why I moved.
Minnesota is notorious.
Like 7 months out the year.
Minnesota is notorious for they winters, man. Y'all are. Woo!
Yeah,
y'all are notorious for y'all winters.
40 below.
I've been up there plenty of times where the weather has been tragic. It hasn't been nice. Trucking company tell me, yo, are you on your way up to Minnesota right now? Yeah, you might want to hold up there, young fellas. Why? What's going on? Check your weather app.
Right.
Oh, fuck. This going on right now? Yes.
Right.
So
12 feet of snow.
Yeah, you might want to hold down there, partner. All right, no problem, bro. You don't have to tell me twice.
Right.
So, there's been plenty of times that I was hemmed up there. That one storm kept me up there for like a couple of days. I had to get in. I told him I wanted a hotel. I actually had to fight for a fucking hotel. That shit was crazy. They was over here like, well, your truck got an inverter and you can sleep. Nah, bro. I'm not trying to sleep in no damn truck, man. Come on now. I'm stuck up here.
Right.
We hotel, man. Well,
right.
I gotta see if we can get that. I'll tell you what, man. Get me a fucking Uber and I'll get my own hotel. Just reimburse me. That's all.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't even believe that I actually I was in an argument with the guy. Like, man, I'm a grown ass man. I could have went to the damn hotel my damn self and didn't even have to ask.
Right.
Right. So
yeah, that's unfortunate. Most companies they try to look out. But that's the industry. It's cutthroat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It depends.
It's cutthroat. A lot of stuff is people.
It depends on the company, man. And and the recruiters too. You know, they give you that sugar coat, that sugar foot, that cream feeling, and then
Right.
when you get with the company, it's like, no, this ain't what I signed up for. This ain't what I signed up for. So
Right.
what you was doing before you got into trucking?
Before I got into trucking, I actually, so what made it easier for me to transition to driving semi trucks is because once upon a time I used to drive buses.
Oh, okay.
So I had a
Okay.
commercial license way back when. So that made it easier. At the time I had moved to I had left Minnesota and I had moved to Las Vegas, and I was trying to run my own travel agency and stuff, and I that was kind of up and down, starting your own business or whatever and not really even knowing people. Um I looked at driving city buses again because I'm in a new state. I could not believe they started off at $9 an hour in
City.
Las Vegas.
Wait. Las Vegas city bus or
Las
Minnesota city bus?
Las Vegas city bus.
$11?
$9
I mean, $9?
an hour, yes.
See, we're gonna touch on Vegas in a second. We're gonna touch on Vegas in a second because Vegas is really, from what I, now somebody corrected me, my bad, but I only knew that Vegas was only known for gambling, period. The only jobs that was available happened to be in the gambling industry, and that was it. It was only so many jobs that was out there in Las Vegas that that was profitable as far as working. I may be
Well,
wrong.
maybe that's the key word because Las Vegas is like any other city or town, any other community.
Exactly. So we'll touch on that in a minute.
Okay.
But uh uh you got your license. You got your class B and you was driving. What was what was it like driving? Like when did you started driving and how was
Driving what the when I got my class A?
No, your class B when you was
My class B.
driving.
Oh, I mean, I was, I used to drive buses. It was fine. I don't know. I used to, deal with the public. I started off with school buses because when I was 20, I got my license when I was 20. I became a single mom. It was like bring your kids to work.
And that was easy.
Yeah, school bus job. and then I started driving the city bus, and then I ventured off to some other businesses, and I, try to go back to driving the city buses. Metro Transit in Minnesota, they paid very well. They started you off at like $19, $20 an hour. Okay. This was back in like 2000 and like 2006. That was decent. It was back in the early 2000s. And then, like I said, I ended up moving or whatever. Okay. But driving the bus helped me. It's a job. They have benefits.
So
it's a good job out here, I guess.
What was the experience? What was the experience driving school bus? What you got horror stories with the kids acting up?
I don't have any horror stories. The only thing I don't have any horror stories. The only thing that I can say, because it's kind of funny that I recently thought about an incident that occurred. Well, a situation that occurred like later, like I don't know, but anyways, it was no horror story. The kids was good. The kids were mindful. I'm a cool person. But there was a story. I had met a young lady, and she was telling me about her son, like being abused or whatever, and it was crazy. Like she ended up showing me a picture of her son, and I was like, oh my god, he was to ride my school bus. And I was like, dang, because I remember the person who used to pick the child up. Like I never knew, like, it's like, dang, it's like it was just a touching situation. But other than that, because it's like when these kids is being sent out early mornings, bottom. I don't know. You just never know what people are going through, you know? And it
Got.
makes you think. You just never know. Like, dang, you know?
All right. So, so where did you go to get your CDL or your Class B CDL? Where did you go to get it?
Well, the school systems, they train you.
Okay. Okay.
They train you. Yeah.
So,
I think you get your license in 2 to 3 weeks. I can't remember. It was so long ago.
okay. So before you got into the school system, driving school bus, what you was doing before that?
Well, I was in college. Um I was in college. I was studying criminal justice. I was um like my second year in college, like I said, I had, I ended up getting pregnant in college. And I ended up leaving my children's father when I was 20. I was 20. And I had my baby, so I dropped out of school because it was just too much to work and go to school. And like I said, I came across bring your child to work with you. So I was 20 when I got my CDL. And
You
then
you went to
um
you got you. How did you come across it? Like you saw it. You saw an
yeah,
ad
I was
in the
looking
newspaper or
for
something.
jobs. It was a Employment Weekly. Yeah, those little employment papers.
All right.
Bring your kid to work. Literally,
All right.
bring your kid to work. They advertise bring your kid to work. And my son, he was 6 weeks old. I was in college. I was taking my final semester. I had my baby with me. Um, but yeah, so that's what happened.
So driving school buses up in Minnesota with the weather. How was it with the weather driving school bus?
I hated it because we had to, do our pre-trip, lift the hood up. It took like 30 minutes to warm your bus up. You know, I, that part I hated because it used to be so cold. But as far as driving through the snow, I mean, I'm from here, so I'm used to that. Um, actually, I feel more safer or secure in a heavy duty vehicle than my own personal car because it's like the traction on the tires and everything is like a little. It makes you feel more safer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you transition from school bus into the metro bus. How did how did you find that job or what made you go into that job?
Well, just word of mouth wanting to advance because the school bus system, you're off for the summers and stuff like that. You're off for the summers. You work half days because the kids ain't in school. So just wanting to make more money, I tried out for Metro Transit. I tried out for Metro Transit, but I didn't stay long because I mean it's like so many years. It's like I did that for a while, and then I ended up working somewhere else. I ended up working for a nonprofit organization. But so what I did was I've always held on to my license. Like it been years I never used them, but I held on to them.
So you was only driving metro bus for like what, a couple of years?
Yeah, I drove probably from 2005 to about 2007, 2008. No, about 2010. No, about yeah, within that time period. Yeah.
I know driving. I know as I was coming up as a youngster, it's called RTA where I'm from. And
Where are you from?
I'm from Ohio, Cleveland.
Oh,
Uh
okay. My family's from Cincinnati.
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Ohio connection. Um
Mhm.
I know driving public transportation is stressful. So what was anything that probably made the job stressful for you that you probably came across?
The traffic. I used to hate the early morning rush hour. So many people trying to get on the bus. And unfortunately, it's so sad because when I think back, like in hindsight, I'm like, I'm so mean. It breaks my heart. But you know, when you do see people getting up, about to get on the wheelchair, it's like, oh Lord, it's about to slow me down because they got me on the clock. Like if you a minute late, you know they got me on the clock. I'm like, you know, they about to. I used to be like, damn, they about to slow me down and stuff like that. You know, just being on that time restraint with your job. That's the most stressful part. Not catching the break because you don't get breaks. You just ripping and running from one end to the next end, one end to the next end, ripping and running without a break, not even a lunch break. Like you don't get your break. Like you get like a 15-minute break. But if you're running behind, you do because of weather, you don't get that break. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think you see a lot of drivers probably out of shape or they have medical issues or from holding bladder. You don't even get to go to the restroom. I mean, that's what's stressful about it, in my opinion.
Oh man, you did. Yeah. So with all that, you didn't think none of the public themselves didn't make the job stressful for you. It was just.
See, listen, let me tell you this. Drivers, when they deal with the public, they put that stress on themselves. Not the drivers, they put that stress on themselves because, first of all, when people get on the bus and they sit down, but when you got the people who don't want to pay, then you got drivers, they want to pull over the bus. They want to just give that person a hard time. No, your job is to tell that person the fare is $2, sir. That's it. And let them go. But you got drivers that just want to be all high and mighty and just, you don't know what that person is going through. And just, they make it stressful. But I never had, like, fights. I never had no disruptive people. You might deal with some homeless people. And those ain't too unsanitary, but no, I've never dealt that. And I think that has a lot to do with my personality too,
Okay.
So I've never dealt with that. Like even with the kids, I never dealt with those type of issues.
You was the nice bus driver.
Yeah. I had to deal with the men trying to talk to me, and they're like, I'm like, sorry.
How they do it? They'll sit up in the front seat.
No, like behind me or trying to stand right there, whatever.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
What was some of the pickup lines if you could remember?
Pickup lines. I don't know. Most people. I ain't never seen no bus driver as fine as you. It's things like that, or wow, you driving this thing because men are impressed by like women driving. I guess big vehicles or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like, but let me ask you this: as a female bus driver getting hit on by the guys that's riding the bus, do you feel some kind of way about that? Like, would you ever date a guy that catches the bus?
Yes, that's crazy. Okay. I'm not the type of person, you don't judge people. First of all, just because a person's on a bus don't mean they don't have a vehicle. It's something called park and ride. You park your car and you jump on the bus. And it depends, especially where you from. Like what people in New York don't even barely drive their cars, but they have vehicles. I would never judge nobody off of what they have. Like, no, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, because there's some modern day females like, yeah, you can't live with your mama. What else? Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. You can't live with your mama. You gotta have a car, and you gotta have a job. So I'm just saying, if the dude was on the bus, do that count?
You gotta have a car and all that. I mean, again, that is to each his own. I'm not that type of person. Okay, the man got a nice house, he got a car, he don't live with his mom, he got money, but how does he treat people? What is his morals? What is his character? When's the last time he's seen his kids? I mean, that's the type of stuff that I look at. How's his integrity? Like, I'm not that type of woman to judge somebody by materialistic things or anything like that. And this is the thing too. It's not about what he got or it's not about him being down. But I would want to know how long he been down for now. You know what I'm saying? Like this could have just happened. Now, okay, it takes time to get back on your feet. So now how long, I'll probably be okay, if it's been a couple of years, like good Lord, but if it's only been, it takes time. So that's because it's not about when you fall down, it's about getting back up.
That's
You know what I'm
what's up.
saying? And you just never
Now,
know. Like, you know.
that goes on the flip side too now. That goes on the flip side too now. You know, we gotta wonder why the female been down for a long time because, you know, some females been dry for 5 years. Like,
It do. You yeah. Anybody who's seeking somebody, you need to seek somebody that's a reflection of yourself. So if you know, I mean, you got to know your worth. You got to know what you're willing to accept and what you ain't willing to accept. I mean, I'm not gonna like, you know, you just never, yeah. I mean, yeah. It works. It works both ways. I'm not double standards or
that's
being biased or anything. I think we feel a little more sorrier or empathetic for women because a lot of women struggle more because they have kids that they're solely
right.
taking care of by themselves, and it's a little harder to do more. Like I was late to this interview. I mean, because my daughter, I had to go fix a couple nails there, bro, and she wanted to get, you know, she taking up my time. You know, I'm like, girl, I'm late. You made me late,
That's
but you
what's
know,
up.
I got kids. You know, I got them nails now. You know.
That's what's up. Welcome to the Lockout Men Podcast Show, everybody. Where my special guest for this evening is Sexymuthatrucka. Thank you for stepping up in here. When you guys come up in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that like button. Y'all don't have to do nothing else. The like is free. I'm just saying, just boop right there and just say Lockout Men. I hit that like button. Give me some thumbs up when y'all come up in here. Who's in the building tonight? Mr. Father D, what's going on? Terry Jones, bro, you're gonna have to shorten that name, man. David Henry, what's going on? Simon Trucker out of London, what's going on,
Oh
bro?
wow.
And Teddy the Trucker, what's going on? Simon the Trucker says, "Hey, sassy, that's what's up. That's what's up."
Hey.
Let's see. David Henry says, "Only people in Las Vegas getting money. Only people in Las Vegas getting money or poker. Getting money." Okay, getting money or poker dealers and restaurant chefs. Trust me, I know. I I believe it. I believe it. We're gonna talk to her about her little stint in Las Vegas. Terry Jones says, "Lockout Men, you did the right thing for standing up for yourself. You are not like a road. You're not like a road. You didn't get ran over." Oh well, thank you very much on that. Yeah, like I said, you know, I'm a grown ass man. I could have just went on ahead and, you know, called up the Uber and went to the hotel. Who the hell I gotta ask for, you know, for what I want to do?
Right.
I'm, all right, so Sexymuthatrucka, you so in the meantime, in between time of driving public transportation and getting into semi, what was the reason why you left public transportation?
Most my relationship and yeah, mostly relationship, and then me wanting to do like my passion. When people ask me what my passion in life is, I don't really have a whole lot of passions, but the only thing I would say is to be able to give back. So I ended up working for a nonprofit organization for a few years. I took a job at the Minneapolis Urban League. I took it, and then I started working for another organization. So that's what I was kind of going to school for. It's like, and I ended up going back to school, back and forth. My life has been so chaotic. Just, you know, just wanting to venture off because me wanting to drive. That's not what I want to like. Who grows up and says I want to be a bus driver? You know, you want, you know, more,
My
you know,
my
a different
brother-in-law,
career, you know.
my brother-in-law. I was I'd say this was about, let me see, 2014. I think I got the call from him in 2017. Hey, bruh, what's going on, man? Long time no here. You know, me and his sister, you know, my estranged wife, you know, we're separated. So we pretty much don't have nothing in common no more, you know. So there's
Mm-hmm.
no reason for us to conversate, I guess. But he called me up. He was like, bruh, he's like, what's up? hey, how did you get your license? I was like, took the test, went to school, spent $5,000, got my license, and now I'm driving. It was like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting my CDL too, and getting in with RTA. Now at the time, RTA pretty much trained him, so he didn't go the route I went. He kind of like went the shortcut route to get his class. So, but yeah, he drive buses now.
Well, you know what? I didn't grow up thinking that. I just thought I would have like a different career path, but I'm not knocking anyone because there's a lot of drivers who retire as bus drivers and stuff. But me just being more business minded and the type of personality that I have, I want more than just the White House and picket fence. So I just, I wanted to venture off into other things. I had ventured off to other businesses and things like that. So that's all. So I'm not knocking anyone. That's
okay. That's what's
up. It's a job for me. The same how I started driving trucks. This is something that I'm doing. This is not anything that I want to do. It's just pays the bills.
Now, where did you? Now you, of course, you had your class B. So, what did you have to do to upgrade to your A?
So I had to go to truck driving school.
Oh, you did have to go to, okay.
Yeah, I had to go to truck driving. I had no idea how to drive a truck.
The full shebang, the full 3-4 weeks?
5 weeks.
Oh, it was 5 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you pay out of pocket, or how did you take care of your financial aid for truck driving school?
Actually, I got a partial grant through a work program in Nevada. Program in Nevada.
All right. So did you get you just mentioned Nevada. So you got your license in Nevada, or you got it up in Minnesota?
I got it in Nevada.
Okay. So you hopped on, you packed everything up to the kids. What was the, other than the bright lights and everything, what was the allure of going to Las Vegas?
Can you hear that static, or is it just me?
Yeah, I hear static. I think it's coming from your end. Hold on right quick. Let me see something. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. All right, that might be from your end, but I do though. Check. Yeah, I just muted you. So, all right, so try to step out, like try to leave the studio, and then come back in to reset the sound.
So exit out and come back in?
Yeah, exit out and come back in.
Okay, cool. Cause my phone's dying. Wait,
yeah, you probably might want to put a charge on it. Welcome everybody to the Lockoutmen Podcast Show. I do appreciate you guys being here. When y'all step up in the building, just hit me that like, because that like is free. That's all you got to do is hit that like button. Who do we have here? Mr. TYTV, subscribe. What's going on, bruh? I was the one that you handed the card to. That was up, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get you on here so we can talk about Old Dominion, man. Terry Jones, you said she has the right. She is right. There are 3 ways to tell if a man can be trusted. 1, he makes money. 2, how he keeps a woman. And 3, he treats a child. She has her head screwed on straight. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. What'd you say? I am proud of who and what I am. I am proud of who and what I am. The Lord gave me the name and I'm sticking with it. The Lord never fails me, so why should I fail Him? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I give you a horn for that. All right, so she stepped out to get her sound check back on. Her phone probably was like wait dying. That's probably why the static came into play. So I see a number of people up in here. If you guys want to come up in here and hit the like button for me, let me know who you are. She's back. Yep.
It's still there.
No, I don't hear it. You hear it?
Yeah, it's still there.
Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check check check. Is it when I'm talking or no?
What?
Is it when I'm talking or no? Uh-oh.
Cause I'm using a different phone too, so I don't know.
Are you using a different? So is it?
I mean, I'm using a different phone because it's fully charged, but that shouldn't matter, right?
No, it shouldn't. I hear you good. I hear you loud and clear though. I said I hear you loud and clear.
Let me try. Hold on. It's quiet. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's when you talk. I don't know. That's weird.
Okay, hold on right quick. So check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Is it staticking while I'm talking? Yes, no, maybe, yada yada yada. Up, down, side to side. Can you hear me?
Shit, it's I don't know. What should we do?
No, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes. I'm
okay, because it's when you talk, it's really staticky.
All right, so as I'm talking right now, it's static.
You want me to try to connect? You want me to try to use a computer?
You have a computer?
Yeah. Let me see. I do. Let me exit out and call and try to do the computer.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
And what I'll do? Okay.
Oh, not you.
I'm gonna have to send you.
Log into this thing on your computer.
I'm gonna have to link. I'm gonna send you the link.
Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna have to send her the link via her email. Hold on right quick, guys. Give us a there she go. Okay. Oh, there she go. All right, y'all. Give us a second. We'll be right back.
I go inside the beat, take a little sip, then I vision how I'ma ride the beat. Let the vocals out, now you witnessing a survivor speak. I done messed around and went viral right from my driver's seat. Just like what the industry was containing. I'd rather make a difference instead of hating, complaining. So let me park the whip, it don't matter, rapper or model chick, singer or comedian, perfect. Let's park in politics. Hey, let's park in politics. Welcome to the pullover, let's park in politics. This the pullover, let's park in politics. I say this the pullover, let's park in politics.
All right, y'all, we're back. I just sent her the link. Let me text her to let her know that I sent the link to her email. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, 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 everybody. Teflon Twan 95. What's going on? I know you hear us both loud and clear, but she was saying that she was experiencing some static through her end. Don Schuler, what's going on with you? Warren G in the house. What's going on, bro? Teddy the trucker again. Um, Simon, what's good over in London, bruh? And Detroit 313 in the house. What's going on? What's going on? All right, my special guest tonight is Miss Ceci Mother Trucker. She's trying to get her sound right. That's what we try to do to get the sound and everything done in the green room before we go live. That's why sometimes, like when when they move the phone around, it sort of lose connection. Or like if she was to get called or something like that, it would lose the connection. And I never understood why. Never understood why. There she go.
Can you hear me? What? Let me see.
All right, I can hear you. Can
Okay,
you hear me?
what code do I use for the website? Because it's not the same like the phone.
Wait a minute. I can hear you real good. Can you? How are you hearing me now?
Well, now I can hear you.
Oh,
Actually.
okay. Well, if you can hear me, we can go ahead and continue from there.
Oh, you want me to try the computer?
I mean, if you can hear me good on the phone, I don't hear no static.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, just you might just want to put your phone down.
Well, I'm
And
afraid to go downstairs. Let me see. Let me take you downstairs, cause
oh, you upstairs. Hold on, we might want to. Let's see how it is when you go downstairs.
Okay. Are we live? Are we live right now?
Yeah, we still live.
Wait, they can see me?
Yes.
Okay, I was trying to get some drink. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. This is horrible.
Oh no, we're good.
Okay. Well, I'm downstairs again.
Okay, so you still can hear me good?
I can.
All right, do not disturb is on.
Let me see. Uh, let me see. It's okay. Yeah, I actually don't know how to put that on, but nobody calls this phone.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's what's up. All right, so nah, we can't see you. Laugh out loud. All right, so Las Vegas, getting your license, your class A.
Mm-hmm.
You was telling the story about that.
So yeah, I moved to Las Vegas, and like I said, I was looking to make more money because, like, with my company, I wasn't with my business that I had. I wasn't. It wasn't how I just wanted to make some more money. So, when I had looked into driving the city bus, they only started people off at $9, so that I didn't want to do that. So, someone had said, "Have you ever thought about driving city truck? I mean, semi trucks?" And I was like, "Nah, like who semi truck? I never even imagined driving a semi truck because, first of all, this lighting is weird. I'm afraid of semi trucks. We was hit when I was 4 years old. A semi truck driver fell asleep behind the wheel and almost killed me and my whole family. So
Wow.
I don't like to drive them. I don't like to pass them. And I never knew how to drive a stick shift or anything. I was like, it was just something that I never even phantomed. But then when someone told me the money you could make, they was like, I was like, I want to buy a house. They was like, damn, you could make $100,000 in 1 year and go over the road. Cause I was like, I got kids. This is first of all, my daughter. How old was she? She was about 8. I have a type 1 juvenile diabetic daughter. Like, how could I leave my daughter? Like, I never even thought like I could do this. But anyways, there was like the money. They was like, oh, you could do it temporarily, make $100,000 and get off the road and buy you a house. But that was a lie. It was lies. So I had Google schools, and I came across Southwest Trucking. I went to Southwest Trucking. It was $5,000 for 5 weeks. Like for 5 weeks. I was working, going to school, and had my kids. It was very challenging, but I got my Class A license. It was challenging.
So 5 weeks, $5,000, $1,000 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you say you had a grant or a half a grant, and the rest of it came out of your pocket?
Yes. I had to pay. Like I think they paid 30. I think they paid 3,500, and I had to pay the rest.
Oh my God! So you say you was was it a near truck accident, or it was in it was an actual collision with that truck driver that went?
The truck came down on our car. Yeah, my parents were injured. The kids, we weren't really injured for some reason. Like we weren't. Yeah, I don't know. But the truck came over into a 2-way lane on top of our car. Yeah.
The blessing that you're here.
Yeah, God definitely, it was some type of miracle or something. But
what happened with the situation, if you can remember?
what you mean? Like what happened? Like
Like,
what you mean?
what was the aftermath? I'm sure the
Well, I
car was
just remember because I was 4, so basically I just remember the ambulance, my parents being on the stretchers going to the hospital. I remember sitting with the police officers, you know, because my parents were injured, my father and my mother. And I
uh,
remember going to the huh?
I didn't mean that particular aftermath. I mean the aftermath. Like, did y'all go after the trucking company? Did y'all get a lawyer to
Oh,
go?
that part.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that was back in the 80s. So my parents, so it happened in Wyoming, coming back from California. We all, I mean, if you want to know, you know, it's my kind of person now. But we all got money, but it wasn't like what you would thought because my parents was, you know, being poor and black. You know what I'm saying? However much they offer, it sounded good. You know, they had 6 kids. You know, there was a little bit of money when we turned 18. You know, a little something.
Okay,
But
that's
it wasn't like that
at
though.
least at least you guys was able, you guys is here, y'all got some change out of it,
Yeah, you know,
you know.
bought a couple houses. Now you know, yeah.
But I mean, it sounds like it sounds like you come from a traveling family, man. It's like, you coming back from, the incident with the deer, and then, coming back from Wyoming, Las Vegas, man. I mean, what, and now getting into semi, like, where have you traveled? Where haven't you traveled to?
Well, as a truck driver, I've been to all 48 states.
Okay.
But
before you got into a truck, with the
so before we got into a truck, I never traveled. I didn't travel until I decided to leave Minnesota and move to Las Vegas. I'm the first one in my family to leave Minnesota. But the reason why we're coming back from California because my parents, my mother is from California. So we were coming back from visiting my grandmother. My parents, my mother's from California. My parents met in California. My father, he worked in I don't know. They met. He said, "Let's move to Minnesota." Crazy as hell, because I guess he went to school out here back in the day. So he thought this was a good place to raise your kids, and he took my mama and they moved to Minnesota.
Okay, that's what's
and we were
up.
all. This is before we was born. We were all born here. So
That's what's up. All right. So traveling, you got into a truck now. You kind of like got over your fear to get into a truck.
yes, I was up for the challenge. So that's what made me, because I never even heard of a woman driving a truck. You know what I'm saying? And then I felt like it could be a perfect opportunity to conquer my fear of trucks, make some money. And I never planned. I just wanted to get in and get out, you know?
But you knew, talking to somebody that kind of like threw that 100,000 and get out. You kind of figured once you got into it that wasn't easy to obtain, right?
Yeah, yeah. So when I got my license, my first job, I hate them. I was looking for a job because, first of all, I mean, I knew, okay, that was mentioned to me going over the road or something. I mean, they didn't go into details. It was a short conversation with somebody, so I actually kind of didn't know about going over the road part. I was like, I don't know. I guess I never really put too much thought into it, but I didn't. When I was going through school, I never really planned on going over the road, but no one would hire me locally either. And it was like, you got to go over the road. Like, it wasn't even an option not to go over the road. I was like, damn, that sucks, because by this time, the person who said they were gonna help me with my kids reneged on me, so I didn't have no one to help me with kids. But so I didn't go and drive right away. But anyways, my first job, they were trying to pay me $300 a week. I was like, $300 a week.
What company was this?
Western Express, y'all. Do not ever in your life. Yeah,
Oh,
Western Express. Western Express.
see,
Nashville, Tennessee.
Western Express is the type of company that says we'll give you the opportunity, but you're gonna have to brunt what we give you.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
So how long you was with Western Express before you left? Or did you go to Western Express?
No, I went there. I was there for about five. I was there for about 5 weeks because I had to drive with a trainer, and I was waiting because they didn't pay me nothing when I was driving with the trainer. I think they gave me $100 to eat or something like that, and the trainer got all my miles. And they was like, okay, as soon as you because they told me they was gonna pay me to drop their trainer, but they lied to you, they lied. So that first, I did my little 4 weeks with the trainer, and that first week, and I got that paycheck again. I was like, oh hell no! Like I quit.
So after Western Express, who was next on the list?
Well, I went home because honestly, I didn't realize how hard trucking was. It was hard, and it was hard. My trainer. First of all, I had that week by myself. It was horrific because my trainer, he didn't teach me anything. He didn't teach me how to back up. He didn't even let me back. He didn't do anything for me. He just had me drive so he can get my miles. But so that first week, trying to back up in the middle of the night, no one there to help you. It was just horrible. It was horrible. And then my situation with my kids had kind of changed, so I had went home for a little while.
So all of this while you still living in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, I was in Las Vegas.
Okay. So once
I still live in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. So once you got everything right with your kids, did you eventually get back into the truck?
Yeah. So at that point, I was like doing my research with different companies and stuff, and people told me the horror stories with some of these bigger companies. So I never went back with a bigger company. I met an owner operator, and my whole career of driving has always been with owner operators.
Okay, that's what's up. So you lucked up and found a small outfit that you fit right in with.
Right, and I was able to make way more money than I ever would have made driving with a major company.
Now, with owner operators, you ran percentage with them, right?
Actually, no, I didn't. I got one of my. He gave me salary. He gave me a flat salary. Matter of fact, flat salary. Yes, flat salary, and then once you make over so many miles, you could earn cent per mile.
Okay, that's what's up.
But
Welcome everybody. Oh, go ahead. What you was about to say?
oh no, go ahead.
I was about to say, welcome everybody to the Lockout Men Podcast Show. When you come up in the building, just make sure you hit that like button. My special guest for this evening is Sexymuthatrucka. What's going on, everybody? Teddy the Trucker again. Rico Williams says, what's up? Don Shirler, what's going on? Truck and Trade, what's up? TBE Trucking, what's going on? It's Anaya. How you doing, ma'am? What's going on? Tap in TV. He says Vegas is in the house. And Simon has a question for you. He says, Ceci, what do you find most challenging in trucking?
What do I find most challenging? Um, the not having not having any structure, like a structured schedule. It's literally teen no sleep. Like you don't get to pick and choose what time you really gonna go to bed and wake up. That's the most challenging part. And yeah, just becoming physically fatigued, like that part.
What was when you moved from Minnesota up to or down to or across the way to Las Vegas? What was some of the stuff you had to get used to? You know, I know the weather is like way different between Las Vegas and Minnesota. So what did you have? What was the transition? What you had to get used to when you got out there?
The people. I know when I first moved there, I'm a friendly ass person. I am, but I'm not a people person, but I'm friendly, and I speak to people. You know, when you see somebody, you speak. I mean, damn, you know. So, people told me. So I guess like I met somebody and I met a neighbor. They was like, "No, you don't just do that. You don't be saying hi to people and speaking to people." I guess people try to put me on that. No, I guess they got the games and stuff like that, but I didn't grow up in that culture. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but people
Okay.
not being friendly, and then you're not supposed to speak to people. I guess.
Okay. So from driving with how long was it when you was driving with the owner operator that you decided to go into making a power move into getting your own trucking company?
You said how long?
Yes.
Um, well, I guess I've been consistently, like I said, I haven't been consistent with my trucking career, but so I guess from the time to 2016 to now, excuse me, I guess you would say about 4 years. I just decided, but really, yeah. So I guess you say it could have took me 4 years to realize going through what I went through with the owner operators, and then I did ultimately go over with a larger carrier because I end up um not getting away from the owner operators, because one thing with owner operators was smaller owner operators, but people only have a couple trucks. They sometimes they don't make the money that, like, their overhead. I don't know, their expenses is more, like, I don't know, but anyways, that's what happened because the last guy, he didn't pay or something. But anyways, so I ended up going with a company, and I stayed with them for a while. But so I guess you could say 4 years. I guess I don't know.
All right. So 4 years, but you only drove for two though, right?
Yeah, I only been over the road like consistently for the last 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So at that time while you driving over the road, that's when you start putting your plan together to get out of the truck and to start your own fleet.
Um, I I guess you could say that. What made me want to um start my own trucking company is when this pandemic happened. Like, I just realized, like, what if, like, my company would have, like, lost other contracts or shut down or laid me off, what would I have done then? So that at that point I was like, this is the time to get your own, I should get my own authority. I should get my truck. This is what I was working towards, but I still did not do that. I went about it another way. So, yeah.
All right. So which way was that? I mean, because you're now the owner of a trucking company, but you're running it in a different way. So how are you running your particular trucking company?
So basically, you just so basically, I was in the process. I'm still in the process of getting my own authority. So I have my business license. Um, so I have my business license, and I'm in the process of getting my own authority. But since I do not have my own authority, I came across a friend of mine who's now my business partner. And we decided because we heard about it, but we weren't for sure. Like we heard of people leasing trucks, we heard of people running trucks, but you can have your business, and I don't even know if you have to have a business. I don't know, but you you can have a business and you can rent this, y'all. This is rent because I don't own any trucks. You can rent from Penske, you can rent from Ryder, and there are other smaller companies who allow you to rent um tractors. They allow you to rent tractors, and there are companies that allow you to rent their trailers. So that's what I'm doing. We rent trucks, and we use a third party carrier, and we have our drivers run that way. That's what I'm doing.
All
And it's
right.
crazy because I bought Hood Estates. I don't know if y'all heard of Hood Estates. I buy his course, $500, and he tells you about that. He tells you how you don't have to have your CDL. You don't have to be a driver. You don't have to do anything. You could literally get a truck and use a third party. So, and that's basically something that's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna have to look into all that because I'm kind of confused. This is your company, Time Express, right? Uh,
Yes.
located in Illinois. You guys wanna if you guys want to contact her, that's the contact number that they can get in contact with you at, right? Uh,
Yes, and we're hiring drivers, and people are always asking me how many drivers am I looking for. Well, hell, it's unlimited. It's however many trucks I want to rent. I want
so
to rent.
I, let me let me see if I can understand how this works because this is like so new to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I never heard of anything like that. Um, so you own the so you don't have your own authority, but
Mm-hmm.
you have your business license,
Mm-hmm.
the Time Express business
Mm-hmm.
LLC and all that good stuff.
Right.
Instead of owning the trucks, y'all rent the truck. Like
Yeah. Well, so yeah, we rent the trucks, but being in business, we do a long term lease, but we still, it's not leasing to own the trucks, it's literally renting the trucks. It's borrowing their trucks to use to
so
deliver freight, to transport.
so basically it's almost like what a major carrier does. You know, they lease the truck out to the drivers and leave the responsibility to them. But on your hand, you're leasing the trucks from Penske or
Mm-hmm.
any other truck rental place,
Mm-hmm.
and you just putting other drivers in that truck.
Yes, and they don't have they're not, and they don't have any responsibilities. They're independent contractors. They don't have any responsibilities of like if they were to lease it themselves or whatever. Yeah.
So so how would a driver of my magnitude make money with you?
What's your magnitude? Are you saying your experience?
Yeah, like I got 6 years. You
Because
said
because
you're hiring. I come in and you're leasing the truck. So basically, are you yourself dispatching the loads, or are you getting the dispatch from a third carrier? I mean, from a third party too.
right, we use a dispatch service. We have a dispatch service that we use. You as a driver, you make money because there's no difference if I owned the truck. If I owned the truck, I would make more money. But since I do not own the truck, I pay out more money. You make money because I pay my drivers percentage pay, which is 30%. All of my drivers are making over $2,000 a week.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, that sounds good. So 30%, so 30% of the load, but still, good. Trucker Jay just said he had a good question. He says, "How can drivers make money plus the carrier and you? That's three people in the pocket."
How can they? How? Because the carrier, if any owner operator signs their truck under a carrier, most carriers only charge what, 10 to 20%. So if I'm paying 10 to 20% to a carrier, that leaves what, not what, 90 to 80% or something. So if that leaves me with so let's say 20%. Let's just say 20%. That leaves me with 80%. And if I'm paying my drivers 30%, that means that leaves me with 70%. So what doesn't a person understand? I'm not
I'm,
I
I'm,
don't need the whole pie.
Oh, yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
this is something totally new to me. Of even of hearing of running a business like yours
Mhm.
without the equipment, but going through multiple channels to run the business. I guess.
Right.
So
Right.
I guess what I'm saying, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, you know, with everybody in the pocket, you paying out for dispatching, you paying out for the trucks, you paying out for the drivers.
Mhm.
Uh
The fuel, the insurance, everything. Yeah.
okay, so I guess the devil's advocate question is, why would a driver come on with you if he could just do all that himself?
Not well to get. I don't know how it works individually. I don't know how it works individually by a single person going to try to rent a truck, but there are certain credentials that they want you to meet as well. Um, First of all, you have to have a down payment. You have to put down money. People might not have a lump sum of money to go sign up and lease and take on a long term contract with this rental company. And not only that, people might not have the credit, or people might not have the business established, because they do want you. um I don't know. It was a process, so that's all. That's all. I mean, that's the thing. I'm being open and honest because people can do it, but everybody might not have the credentials to do it. To do
Yeah.
it. That's all.
Okay. 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 I mean, it was. I mean, this, like I said, this is all new to me because of this. This is an aspect of trucking that I never seen or heard before.
Yeah, and then some people don't. Yeah, shoot. Why do it's crazy? It's crazy. I got a friend, love him dearly, His father drove for 50 years. He plans on driving trucks as a company driver for the next 50 years. Who I don't think like that. Like, but you have some people who don't think to want to advance. They're comfortable or content with just being so somebody might not want to go get their business license. They might not want some people just don't. Some people don't want the reason why I could dispatch. I was gonna take a course and learn how to dispatch. But first of all, having so many trucks, I can't, and I drive too. It's too much. So for even the owner operators who do pay dispatching services, because you don't have that time to be trying to drive a truck and dispatch. So why not hire a little person? What dispatch make $50? You can't pay this person $50 or 200, just 5% to get you a load and keep your loads coming consistently. That's nothing. Like I'm a type of person. I'm a jack of all trades, but I don't have to do everything because I don't want to do everything. Even when I do, the goal is to own my own, to own a couple of trucks, own to actually own, because once I do own, then I'll make more money. Obviously, I'll make more money because there'll be less money going out. But in the meantime, like I'm still not. It's okay to have other people make money too. You know.
All
I don't have
right,
to. I
all
don't
right.
have to do everything. That's not something that I want to do. And this trucking thing is not. It's something that I fell into. It's still not something that I want to do. It's just something that I'm trying to use as a stepping stone, generate some money to do something more that I'm passionate about, or something more that what I would want to do. So
Okay,
that's so
okay.
yeah.
So this is,
And
yeah.
then on top of that, you saying what? Yeah, like people don't. I don't know. People don't have the credentials, but like I said, I personally pay my drivers, especially we're high-end drivers with 1 year experience. I don't know, I don't know
Hold,
companies. I don't know
hold on.
drivers who have
Let,
1 year.
let
What you
me
say?
let me let me let me let me bring that back for a second. Let me bring that back. You bringing on drivers with 1 year experience, not no more than two. I mean, they're driving a rental truck. What happened? Being that you like you're not taking no responsibility. I mean, at all. But what if the driver that you hire with 1 year experience mess up their truck? Then what's the fallback on you,
Well,
if any?
insurance that will probably increase our insurance. We do pay insurance. We have insurance. We have to provide our own insurance, provide our own plates. So I guess our insurance, yeah, our insurance. I
Oh,
don't
okay,
know, and then I don't know, but I
okay,
haven't been in that situation. But yeah, but
okay.
it's insurance. The trucks are insured.
Yeah, I kind of like look at it from all angles.
Well, that's the thing
What?
too. We were trying to get even drivers with no experience, but that's been some difficulties too. But yeah, but that's the thing too. So I personally, being a truck driver and being out here for 4 years, I don't know a driver with a year of experience coming on to a company making over $2,000 a week.
Okay.
So, and then especially a driver with that less experience and not even ready financially or maybe even mentally to become an owner operator and take on that full responsibility. I'm trying to design my program, my company structure for slowly transitioning company drivers to become operators, because my goal is to allow these drivers to make some money, get their money up, and to allow them to do what I'm doing. Because I don't need you to work for me. I don't need you. I'm not trying to keep you hostage, working for me, slaving for me. When you can be out here running your own trucks, and that's my goal, and that's the type of drivers that I'm trying to bring onto my team, and the reason why I'm trying to create my company as a family origin company, because I'm trying to teach you what I learned, because I've been through so much in this trucking industry. First of all, being a woman, and then just not. I've had some hardships, and I would just love to be able to take drivers, and if they can avoid some of the hardships that I went through, then that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I would
Okay.
love to be able to do for my drivers.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Lockout Men Podcast Show. For the people that just stepping up in here, my special guest this evening, Sexymuthatrucka. That's what's going on. Sweetest Georgia Peach, how you doing this evening? Teflon Twan 95 says his boss is doing the same thing as you doing. Unsung Hero, what's going on, bruh? He said national truck lease requires you to have your own authority and your own insurance. So my question, we catching you up right now, sweetest Georgia Peach. So how are you doing it without your authority?
I don't because we're using a third party.
Oh, okay. Okay. Simon Trucker says still hogging TV is doing that as well with Penske. Let's see. Hold on right quick. Hold on. Trucker J says some box truck drivers has to load and unload with a pallet jack. I think you answering that for somebody. Oh, here we go. He says, do box truck drivers have to run an ELD? So do your drivers, or when you bring the drivers on, they're technically not your drivers. They still IC, an independent contractor, right?
They are independent contractors. They are. And I don't deal with box trucks. So I don't know about that. I think box truck drivers do not have to run electronic law, do they? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But I just deal with semi trucks.
But do your your drivers, the drivers that you bring on to drive for you, they have to run they have to run, because I know Penske trucks don't have no ELDs in there.
No, they don't. But they don't. But my drivers do. All CDL drivers have to use electronic law as the federal law. So we have apps. They have apps that we use on our tablets or smartphones.
Okay.
And then and then but we also put it's a system. We put a system in the truck. It's a system in the truck. I don't know. It's connected. It's a system in the truck. Yeah.
Okay. So in order for them to stay compliant, the federal compliant, they just download the apps on their phones and they just run it that way.
Yes.
Okay. So of course you got your insurance. You got your you running through Penske. Penske is the only company that you leasing from, as far as
no, it's two other companies.
Oh, okay. And you say you started this. Where did the idea to start this come from?
Well, like I said, it's not just it's me and a friend, my business partner.
Okay.
So yeah.
Between the both of y'all, who came up with the idea?
Him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So you're in Las Vegas, and the company is in Illinois.
Yes.
So is that a physical building in Illinois that y'all running out of?
Yes, he lives in Chicago. I live in Las Vegas. Yeah, the licensing and everything, the insurance, everything is so less expensive than being on the West Coast.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. So you guys been, this is brand new then. I mean, because the pandemic was last year. So
this is brand new for me, but this is something that's been going on for for you talking about the whole thing that people.
No, I'm talking about for you.
Okay, it is.
As far as you getting into the deal, this is new to you, because you said I'm reading your bio,
right?
and you said that the pandemic pretty much had something to do with you jumping into, jumping
Right,
into partnership.
right, and yeah.
All right. So how did y'all been friends for a long time, or how did y'all come together? Like, he came up with the idea, but he just called you out of the blue to say, hey, run this
Well,
company.
yeah, because at this time, I did have, I had to, well, back in March, I had to take off of work because, my the when my kid when the pandemic first happened, my kids, uh, not being in school, it was harder. It was harder on harder on my mother to keep them while she's working. She needed that school to help her as with the child care. So I end up taking some time off. It was just horrible. Then I end up um bringing my kids to work with me. It was just a lot going on. And then the company that I was working for, they was cool. They was cool. I'm not knocking them, but there was a smaller company. But some of the, I guess, they only deal with certain contracts. They only deal with certain. If you ain't, I don't know, because I guess they got some type of contract. They only deal with certain people. So if people don't have freight, that's just something they agreed on. If they don't got freight, then the lows is kind of slow. So basically, it's something that me talking to him about it, and talking to him about, just things, going on with me, and just wanting to do something different. He brought me along, like, well, we can do this, because yeah, we can do this. We could take X amount of money and go get more trucks. Because my whole thing was, I was working like a rat race, trying to save up to buy my own truck. So for him to even present this to me, it was dope. Like, damn, I don't have to wait until I got $10,000 saved up or $20,000 saved up to put down the truck. Yeah. So that's what happened.
Okay. Trucker Jay, he has a question. He says, what is the average cost to lease a truck?
Um, it varies. It varies on the miles driven each year. It varies on the type of truck. It varies on the style of truck. I think it could be anywhere from probably three to $6,000 a month, maybe. I'm not for sure on the average. I do know one guy. He called me, and he told me it's crazy, because he said he was renting a Penske truck, and he wanted to drive for me. He said he's paying $453 for every 2 days. I thought that was extremely high. That sounded crazy. Like, that was extremely high. So I guess it depends probably on your how much you put. I don't know. So it varies. I just would like to say it varies.
All right.
Yeah.
So Time Express, and you're currently looking for drivers right
Yeah.
now. You're looking for drivers. You're looking for a year experience
Mhm.
right now. So once they come in, they're gonna come in as a IC, independent contractor, 1090.
Mhm.
And you're offering how what's the percentage that you're offering now?
30%.
So you're offering 30% of the load. What else? What else that you can offer the driver, as far as like detention time? I mean, detention pay, layover. What
Well,
can you offer that?
yeah, the drivers do get layover pay. They get detention pay, and we do safety and performance bonuses. Um, yeah. So we have a driver incentive program where we are creating like a escrow to help drivers be able to put down on the truck. So we have a driver incentive program, safety and performance bonuses. Yeah. So that's what we offer our drivers.
How many drivers you got right now?
How many? Right now, it's probably like 10 drivers.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
How is it? How is it trying to get a driver? Uh, once they call you up and they ask you, about what you're offering, and you tell them how it worked. How hard is it to get a driver to come on board?
Um, it hasn't been hard. It hasn't been hard. It actually hasn't even been it hasn't been hard for me. Once I talked to a driver and I kind of explained the benefits, a lot of some drivers, it's so many drivers because right now I've only been doing this. I've only been doing this a couple months. It was the holidays. It was Thanksgiving, the holidays. People didn't want to work. The winter time is here. People aren't okay with they don't want to drive. I never knew because I've been such a hard ass working my whole career, driving rain, snow, whatever. I don't complain, but so many drivers been coming on with a lot of demands, like they don't want to drive in the snow, they want to drive in the mountains. They don't, I don't know. And then of course wanting to be home and stuff. So that's the only thing. So they may have turned me down, but then at the same time, I don't think it's been hard for me to have as many drivers as I have in such a short amount of time.
All
And
right.
I know how much time I spent trying to get drivers. It hasn't been a lot of times. I have so much other stuff going on.
Well, I have another question, but Anthony, let's see. Anthony Winters has a question. He wants to know what's the home time with your company.
Home time is we would like to see drivers stay out 3 weeks, 3 weeks, and go home for 3 days. It's like you earn a day for every 7 days, but that's not we're flexible. That's not mandatory. If drivers want to go home for a week, 5 days, 6 days, whatever days, you can go home when you want, whenever you want. But you got to bring that truck back. You got to bring the truck back. I cannot sit here and be paying a truck rental and it's sitting. It's sitting. So as
So
long as you understand, you got to bring that truck. You can go home.
so
That's the thing.
so technically, I'm following you. I'm coming down to the level now. The confusion is coming down level by level. You taking the responsibility of paying on the truck and not the driver.
What do you mean?
Well, the driver that you bring on, you bringing them on as a 1099 driver.
Right.
You are taking the responsibility of renting the truck and not putting that responsibility on the driver. The driver don't have to pay you nothing for the truck.
Right. Right.
Okay. See, like I said, it's coming down in levels. It's
Right.
coming down in levels. Sweetest Georgia Peach, she says, so out of the 30%, they have to pay taxes, insurance. Who pays the fuel?
They don't taxes. Pay taxes on what and what? They don't pay. I don't know what she means by taxes.
Well, no, she's saying that being a 1099 driver, you don't have to, we have to pay our taxes. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you giving us 30%, but we have
Right.
to
I
pay
I
our own
pay.
taxes.
We pay for
Who
fuel.
who
We pay for fuel.
okay, so you pay for fueling.
Right.
Okay. Uh let's see.
So yeah. So drivers they don't pay anything. You just get your 30%. They don't have any out of pocket expenses. And as far as 1099, that kind of scares some individuals, but
Excuse
you
me.
get all of your money and you can what is W2 charge you out your paycheck? $67 a week. Put that up. Put it up. So at the end of the year you could file your taxes and then um you can find medical insurance. But see, that's another thing. That's why I'm looking for drivers who got that ambitious, driven mindset. They trying to get all their money. They need all their money. They trying to make as much money as they can because you can make more money. You can make more money than cent per mile. And then like I personally drove recently, like a couple weeks ago. 392 miles, and the low paid $2,400. I mean, that was over $6 a mile. You know, you can make more money and don't have to chase miles. You can make more money and don't have to chase miles, and you could be on the verge to getting your own shit. You know,
That's I intend I put that as with all lease now, because every company that I have talked to so far, that wants, as a matter of fact, I talked to a company today that just did straight lease. The way I see how lease is now is for drivers that's going to come in, get their money, and get out. This driving lease uh is not a job to come in and just be like, yo, I want to take home time every week, or I want to take home time, whatever. Lease is to come in, grab that money, make as much money as you can, and get out of it. Pretty much.
exactly. And then that's another thing, because you asked, a lot of y'all can do this yourself, but you're not gonna have that luxury of, if you're responsible for that payment because you're signed into a long-term contract and that payment is due every week. You ain't gonna be able to go home like that when you want to, because you're gonna have that responsibility of paying for this truck, and you're not gonna have that luxury just to be. You're gonna do. I don't know. It's a lot. I'm learning myself, and I'm just like, dang. You know, I'm learning a lot too, but they're not gonna have that luxury. It's for people who's really ready to grind and get their money. That's what I'm noticing.
Simon Trucker has a question. He says, "What's your rough profit per truck per month?"
My rough profit. So basically, let me think, because like I'm not a greedy person, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't make a lot of money off these. After everything's paid for, I could possibly make my fault. I could possibly make about probably like two grand. $2,000, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, two grand. Like, you gotta understand. This shit ain't. I don't know.
Your phone don't want it.
It's not saying anymore. But listen, about two grand average off a truck.
Okay. Anthony Winter says, "Can we run Monday through Friday?" No, bro. No, I can't do that. No, not doing what she wants you to do. No. And even in leasing at all, if you want to go home every week, leasing is not for you, bro. I'm saying, if you want to go home every week, your best bet is to find a company and become a company driver.
Like Western Express, they hire drivers. They know drivers is living in their trucks.
No. Don't go to Western Express if you don't have to. You see what I'm saying?
They let drivers sit and they don't complain because, and I don't know, but yeah.
But if you ever want to consider lease, yeah, your drive and everything when you consider lease has to be way different than your mindset of you being a company driver, because now you're being responsible, because if you go home and let's say you stay home for a week or so, that payment on that truck still needs to be paid, bro.
Exactly.
That's going to come out of your pocket until you get back in the truck.
Right.
So when you get back in the truck and you get that settlement that says negative $1,500, negative $2,000, yeah, you're not going to make no money until you pay off what you already owe.
Yeah.
Unless you decide to walk away, and even with that, the company has to be the company
Yeah.
has to offer a
walk away lease, right?
because
exactly.
you can still be you can walk away and still be responsible for that what 1, 2, 3, 4 payments that you didn't make on that truck.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so yours, so basically again, so that to clarify everything and to make sure that I got everything, you're self-sufficient business that you're hiring independent drivers to drive rented trucks that you're taking responsibility for.
Right, exactly.
Okay. And so far, so good. You say you got 10 drivers that's doing that. How you who as far as the freight goes, do the drivers get to pick and choose their own freight, or the company that you paying does all that for them?
The company, but we don't have forced dispatch because the dispatch works for you. As far as if you don't want to go somewhere or you don't want to take the freight, you don't have to take it. It's no forced dispatch. We're not gonna penalize you for not wanting to go to New York or not wanting to go to Washington or wherever people don't want to drive to.
Okay,
So,
that's what's up. That's what's up.
But they don't use our drivers don't use their own load boards or anything like that. We tell them, we got a load for you. This is where you going. You want to go there or not. You got enough time to go there. Yeah.
That's what's up. Trucker Jay says he might know a driver that might work out for you. How can he apply?
Call me. Call the number on the website or call me. Yep, right there.
Our number is 773. Hold on right quick. I am not seeing that. Hold on. There we go. 773 747 9019. And they would get in contact with you directly, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, Sexymuthatrucka, I do appreciate you coming on. What other ventures that you got going that you might want to promote?
Okay, so y'all, I'm hiring drivers. Let me know. But if y'all like, a proud driver or know somebody that's a proud driver, I have trucker merchandise. My store, I think he got the link. Truck and Drip. We out here trucking and dripping. I got t-shirts. It's t-shirts, so it's different designs. Yeah, trucking up the bag.
Who made these? Who made these designs?
I have a graphic designer.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we got some t-shirts. I'm gonna come out with some more merch, but they also do like coffee mugs and stuff of that nature. Some little merchandise or whatever. It's kind of like Spotify, but it's through this
trucking and dripping the apparel, and it's tpublic.com. And how can and what's your social media?
Oh, my Instagram, Sexymuthatrucka.
All right, and this is your Instagram right here. Is Sexymuthatrucka right here. So that's how they can link up with you by way of that and by way of the phone number as well.
Yes, sir. Yep.
All right.
Hit me up on Instagram, call me, text me.
All right. Let's see. Izanaya wants a shout out. So what's up, Izanaya? How you doing? She wants to know what's the name of the company?
Time Express.
Time Express. All right. What's the end goal for all of this? I mean,
So the end goal, ultimately, see, I love this, honestly, because someone asked me, I had an interview with Shape World, and she asked me, my ultimate goal is to honestly own my own fleece, but I want to be on the beach somewhere collecting money too. I want to own my own truck and have drivers, but I do want to have my own personal truck because I am a driver. I want to have my truck iced out or something, just a nice little personal truck. But even owning, even having my own authority, because I'm in the process of getting my own authority, I'm not gonna have every driver drive under my authority, because they really can mess up your CSA scores. They really can put you in position where brokers and companies don't want to work with you. So therefore, right. I love the fact that I can kind of, use these people and still make money. So even me having my own authority, even me having my own trucks, I'm never going to knock this way of doing it. I'm never going to knock this passive income. For me, it's passive income. No, I'm not living. But the money adds up, it adds up, so it could be very profitable as well. But I'm just saying,
All right, that's what's up. Anthony Winters came back and he said, "No, brother, I run every week faithfully. I'm just home on weekends. I get 3,200 miles plus a week. I got 4,000 miles twice. Also with proof." He said he got that receipt for me. He said, "Home every weekend. I'm just a company driver though." That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Congratulations. Yeah, it is some good. Yeah, that's possible.
That's what's up, man. Well, Sexymuthatrucka, thank you very much for coming on. I do appreciate you taking the time and chopping it up with us. You kind of had me confused there for a little bit, but you talked me out. And I'm down here now to understand how everything works out.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Thank you for inviting me on. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. So hang out for a minute while I close up the show. Okay. And I will be back with you in a second. Hold on. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for the Lockoutmen podcast show for Thursday. Yeah, that's going to do it for the Lockoutmen podcast show for Thursday the 7th. Thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Sexymuthatrucka for coming on. I really do appreciate that. Shout out to you guys for coming in. Definitely shout out to my man, Father D, Tap In TV, Sweetest Georgia Peach, everybody, Shape World in the business. That's what's going on. I really appreciate all you guys being here. If you guys like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell and that all button, but scratch all of that. I just want you guys to hit that like button. Step up in the building and let YouTube know who y'all messing with. I really do appreciate it. If you guys want to support the channel, y'all can do that by hitting me up with some coffee. Y'all know how to do that. I just got finished drinking some water. Been drinking water all day. Now I gotta go and get me something to eat. So with that said, I am out of here. Everybody take it easy. I do appreciate you guys being here. Come back again tomorrow to see who I am going to chop it up with tomorrow. But if you want to know if you want to see what's going on behind the scenes, come on over to Instagram and hook up with me over there. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys being here. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Cause baby, once I'm gone, I ain't coming back. You gon' have to settle with another man. But when you realize, don't be running back. Ain't no sunshine when I'm gone.